People such as go and hope all is well today. Back on F1 2021 on this weekend. Now we have some exciting news. I've added 2 new mods to this series. Last week, I introduced some custom liveries. This week, we're back to the default, the normal 2022 liveries, which you can see just behind me. Oh, you can't really see it, but we're back to the 2022 real-life liveries. And we also added 2 extra mods because we started a series over on Twitch. Follow us in the description, by the way. Twitch.tv/Greenskin26. We stream every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. GMT. Basically, what we're doing is we've updated to the 2022 performance and drivers list. Now, I was going to start a new series, but we're already a few races in, so there's no point starting all over again. So what we're doing is we'll continue, but as you can see, they're now called like McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, Racing, Honda, and as you can see, George Russell is now at Mercedes. We have Alex Albon at Williams, Joe at Alfa Romeo with Bottas, Latifi with Alex Albon, like we said, Kevin Magnussen, Mick Schumacher. So we have all the latest drivers, and we also have the new performance upgrades. So as you can see so far, Red Bull, where am I? Red Bull are currently 1, McLaren 2, Mercedes 3, Ferrari 4. Hopefully now, I've not driven with Ferrari yet, but hopefully we have the fastest car. Us and Red Bull should have now the fastest cars. McLaren will be way down there, and Haas should be faster and stuff like that. So it's based off real life, the 2022 performances that you see in real life. Last thing before we go to qualifying about Twitch, what we're doing on Twitch, which I think is really cool. Instead of doing a MyDriver or My Team, we're doing a Grand Prix, a new Grand Prix each day, but we're following the real life 2022 calendar. So last stream we done Bahrain, of course, the first race of the 2022 series. But before each race, we spin a wheel and we drive as that driver. So for Bahrain, we were Fernando Alonso at the Alpine. And the next race, we're doing Jeddah because we're doing the real order. So next race is going to be Jeddah. We're going to spin a wheel and control a new driver. And because on Grand Prix, you can't track the scores from only one race. We're making our own spreadsheet and tracking the scores from each race. So we're basically representing, like simulating the 2022 series season. So if you want to get involved, I was going to do that on YouTube as well because we've already started this series on the weekends. We're just going to continue with this one. But if you want to get involved with that over on Twitch, again, follow us. We stream every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. GMT. We're at Baku today, one of my favorite circuits. You never know what's going to happen at Baku, so this should be fun. Here we are then, Azerbaijan. Let's be having you. So we're going to do qualifying in cockpit cam, and then the race will be in TV pod offset. There's the updated leaderboard. So as you can see now, Magnussen is obviously MAG, and Bottas at Alfa Romeo, and so on and so forth. On Twitch, I wanted to keep it realistic in terms of I didn't want to take over a driver. Like now, there's no Carlos Sainz on the grid, so that's why we opted to do a Grand Prix instead of my driver or my team. It makes it fun knowing that you can be a different driver each race. You know, for our first race, we were Fernando Alonso. For Jeddah, we're going to spin a wheel. We could be in like a Latifi, we could be in a Williams, we could be in a Red Bull, Ferrari. It keeps the excitement on, which I like. So yeah, we have the new liveries back. As you can see, the Mercedes there in front. We're going to do, like I say, cockpit cam just for qualifying. And then the race will be TV pod. That's actually George Russell ahead of us. There's just our outlap, of course. So we don't need to push too much. Charles Leclerc is released behind us. And let's see what we can do in Baku. Of course, Monaco was last weekend. If you're new to this series, we upload it every weekend, much like real life. The qualifying is on the Saturday, which is what you're watching right now. And then the race will be on Sundays, both at 2 p.m. on the weekends. I'm trying to close up to Russell here just to get some slipstream off him for when we actually start our proper race. But like I say, with the performance mod, we'll see in qualifying how realistic it is. I'm hoping we're going to be fighting with the Red Bulls up there. I mean, we've done Bahrain on Twitch, and it was very much like real life. It was a Ferrari 1-2. I think Sainz won, Leclerc got second, and then the 2 Red Bulls got third and fourth, and I think Russell got like 6th or something like that on our Twitch race. So it's looking very realistic on these new this new performance mod that we're using. We get a tow from Russell, the Mercedes. I love Baku. It's one of my favorite tracks. Let's see how we do. DRS is on. in that slipstream. 210 miles an hour right now. And our first qualifying lap is underway. Let's see what we can do. I don't want to get held up by Russell. I want as much like of a tow as possible, but I don't want to be held up by him. So if there's a chance to overtake, I will try slip past him as well. We like doing qualifying in cockpit camera than the racing TV pod because I love both cameras, and at least this way I get to do cockpit cam one day and then the next day I get to do the TV pod offset. And for the race, it's more realistic watching. It's like you're actually watching it. Purple Sector 1, when we use TV pod camera. I know his name is also, he has 2 L's. His name, it does have 2 L's in game. It's just because his name is Edit, it cuts it down. Like I think Magnussen, if you see above his head, it'll be like Magnus. Like it cuts it off at the second S. So don't, I just like to clarify that so people don't think I'm an idiot and I misspelled George Russell's name. I know it's 2 L's. It's just that mod cuts off their name when you change their names. That's all. Lost a bit of time there on that corner. Nice stop there. Closing up again. Valtteri Bottas goes fastest, but that's because, of course, he was the first out. Try getting the slipstream again before DRS. We're a bit away from him here. Don't know if the tow's going to help us much down the main straight. We'll see what kind of times we are putting in the Ferrari as we go. P4. Well, Leclerc, as you can see, the mod's working for Leclerc. He goes 2 seconds faster than us. Russell going to let us go now. Going for a second lap. He got 1:37. We got 1:39. 2 seconds off the pace. How have we got 2 seconds slower than our teammate? I told you the Ferrari's strong now. I told you the Ferrari is really strong now with this performance mod. Much like real life, they're really strong. There we go. 2/10 faster out of that turn. Perez goes second. Bottas actually went faster than George Russell. The Alfa Romeo faster than the Mercedes right now. And it's nice to spice up as well, because on F1 on the game, you're so used to seeing the Red Bull and Mercedes both dominate. It's nice to switch it up with new drivers. Obviously, George Russell up there now in Mercedes, and it's nice to see Ferrari and Red Bull battling out, much like real life. You know, this whole series was based off real life, so it's nice to get the real performance mod going. We're almost a second faster, about 8/10 up. We are called 2-Lap 2V over on Twitch. We're known for being better in our second lap. And that's what we tried to do here. But we're about 2 seconds off the pace right now. So this isn't going to be putting us P1 or P2. Leclerc's like a whole second ahead of Checo. So he had a really, he had a blinder of a lap. 8/10 up. Where does that even put us? P3. So you can see there's Alex Albon. Danny Rick, we have all the new uniforms as well. Joe Guan Yu, Mick Schumacher. Hamilton down in 13th with Mercedes. You can see, look at McLaren. Ricciardo last. Norris 16. McLaren got so downgraded. Yuki Tsunoda's 4th. Bottas 5th. Verstappen only 6th. See, that's why I love this mod. It makes different people. Like, we're battling different people now. It's not the same people we're battling each race. We should be good for Q1, though. We should be good for Q1. And it makes a nice change after Monaco. Of course, we had a DNF and a very iffy qualifying as well. So it makes a nice change actually having a good qualifying. P1 is Ferrari. P3 is the second. We're still a second off Leclerc, though. He's very, very fast. AlphaTauri, Honda. Alfa Romeo Racing, Ferrari. They changed all the names as well. Lewis just about held on. P12. George Russell down to P9. And Lando Norris and McLaren. Again, look, it's much like real life. 15 down to 20. They're all Mercedes engines. Right, YouTube, we don't have the new regulation, the new rule that you can, like in real life, whatever tire there's no tire rule in Q2 anymore, if that makes sense, which, that you can't implement that into the game, because that's actually, that's changing the game, whereas mod is just like changing skins and stuff, so whatever tire we use in Q2, you still have to start the race on. Gasly is actually on mediums. I was thinking, should we try mediums? Because Baku, it could be, if we have the pace, it might be beneficial starting on mediums in Baku. So we're going to go out on mediums. Also on Twitch, I would like to say, we recently joined the Sports Accelerator program over on Twitch. We were invited because we started streaming the real-life F1 races every race week. And obviously, so far, we've only done 2, Bahrain and Jeddah. But we're going to be doing all of them this season. So if you are an F1 fan and you want to watch the races alongside us, we have like a live timer and a live map update, a track update and stuff like that. We have a lot of fun, and yeah, we joined the Twitch Sports program, so feel free, again, link in the description, go follow us. We're going to be live every race weekend for qualifying and the race. And we also have a Fantasy F1 team, which you can join over on Twitch if you type in !Fantasy F1. I may also leave that link in the description of these videos in case anyone from YouTube wants to join as well. But yeah, we have a lot of fun over on Twitch. F1 is like our main game and our main sport that we watch as well. So for sure, if you're watching this, obviously, you know, you're an F1 fan, or at least you like the games. So I'd highly recommend getting involved. So we're out on mediums. I saw on the leaderboard a few people out on mediums. I did see. It's good to have K-Mag back in the game as well. You know, as soon as I figured out how to change all the drivers and the names and stuff, we had to do it, man. I love K-Mag, having him involved, and having the 2022 liveries back and all the team names and stuff like that. I love it, dude. I love it. Right. Finishing our outlap. We are on mediums again, so we're going to be a bit slower. We're not going to be as fast as Leclerc this time. Again, well, I say this time, we weren't last time, but you know what I mean. We're not going to be anywhere near him. Who else on me? Oh, Leclerc's on mediums too, actually, as is Verstappen, Gasly, and Perez. Interesting. Let's see what type, kind of times we can put in then. Red Bull's in front, Red Bull's behind. Someone's just coming out of the pits. I think we're going to get in front. We are not. It's Joe Guan Yu, but he's going to let us go, of course, because he's on his out lap. And we are on our flying lap here. Decent first couple turns. DRS open. Get the speed going. It's always crazy in Baku. I'm sure tomorrow there's going to be some yellow flags and spins like that. Qualifying, we're okay with flashbacks, eh? We've said that before. Qualifying, we're okay with flashbacks. It's the race where I try not to flashback. Ferrari definitely feels fast, though, in this performance mode. I mean, we saw Leclerc was absolutely rapid. Got a 137 in Q1. Oh, that's a bit slow. That's a bit slow there. Kevin Magnussen goes faster with a 139. So that's what I mean. Like, it's nice to actually see Haas doing well in the game, and Alfa Romeo Bottas is in Q2, and it's different, you know? It's not just the same drivers that you're used to on this game dominating, and that's why I'm so excited. I was going to start a whole new series with these mods, but I thought, you know what, we'll just continue it. There's no point starting all over again, eh? If you want the real 2022 simulation like we're doing on Twitch, give us a follow over there, and hopefully we'll see you in a stream. Ocon, Magnussen, Albon also finishing. Alex Albon getting to Q2 is interesting in the Williams, because that Williams is not good. Let me tell you, that Williams is not good. So it's good to see him get to Q2. But that's a big accomplishment. 139 is what we're trying to beat. 138 now from Checo as we're on the main straight. 135, 136, 137, 138. Oh, just a 139. Right, 2-lap 2V. We're going to go around again. That past P3, now down to P4 as Valtteri Bottas really pushing that Alfa Romeo. Goes fastest in Baku. The two Red Bulls in front of us. We'll see where Charles Leclerc goes once he finishes his lap, which I'm sure will be P1. Purple Sector 1. Continue that in Sector 2, he says, before absolutely ruining that curb. Leclerc not set a time. Well, I was just going to say, I guarantee he's going to go fastest. Let's continue that. Decent there. Fourth turn, we lost a bit of time there. Leclerc, I was just going to say, I guarantee when Leclerc does finish the lap, he's going to go fastest, and he does. Leclerc going to be starting on pole a lot from now on for this Ferrari. But that just means we have to be up there with him. You know, it's just going to push us more, because I don't like being that far off my teammate. All we need is top 10 here, remember. We don't need pole in Q2. We just need top 10 to get through to Q3. Then everyone's on soft, so we have a chance to go for provisional pole again on those soft tyres. This is just a top 10 finish. We need Russell goes P7. Hamilton P8. Russell's looking better than his teammate right now as we're flying around the final turn. Onto the main straight. Almost 6 tenths up. DRS on straight away. And that should at least put us above Max Verstappen. And it puts us P2. Puts us P2 on medium tyres, pardon me. Magnussen going again on softs. Medium tyres. I think we are more than safe. Unless, well, yeah, even if these two go on soft, we should still be safe. I don't know if Leclerc's going to stay on mediums or not. Only 4 tenths off our teammates. That's what I like. 4 tenths off our teammate, both on mediums. And yeah, we stay on mediums, as does Checo and Max Verstappen. K-Mac just misses out, as does Albon, Joe, Mick, and Yuki. So the 2 Hasses out. Mercedes just stay in. The 2 Alpines still in. Bottas put himself P3 there. And next up is Q3. Well, now we go for it. It's Q3. We're doing a flying lap here. We're back on the softs. And now it's fighting for provisional pole. Wherever you finish in Q3 is where you start the race. Bottas, Gasly, Perez, Alonso, Leclerc, Tuvi, Ocon, Verstappen, Hamilton, and Russell. All battling for provisional pole. Especially in Baku, you don't really want to be starting with a lot of traffic and a lot of run of cars, because into turn 1 here in Baku, it gets crazy. We have a Mercedes behind us, an Alfa Romeo in front of us. I'm glad we went back to the real liveries. We had a little day off with the custom, but now we're back with the real driver. I love it, man. I love it. I love these mods. I really, really do. Decent first couple of turns. Down to gear 2. Tight right-hander. Up to speed now. Up to gear 7. Then down to 2. Not a purple sector 1. Ah, little flashback. Little... Ah. Gear 2 over that curve, that's fine. Correct your steering. Remember, 2-lap 2V. We'll go again for hopefully a better lap the second time. That time better. Around that chicane. Quick start to sector 2 here. Is that Bottas in front? It is. Well, yeah, Joe's out, so of course it's Bottas in front. Sorry, he's the only Alfa Romeo here. Yep, that castle period. Hi, yi, 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 yi. A lot of flashbacks today, but again, it's qualifying. You know, qualifying, I think no one cares about flashbacks in qualifying. The race, however, we limit them to make it realistic. If we DNF, we DNF the race. But qualifying, I mean, everyone just wants to see where we can finish. Checo puts himself in provisional pole. The first to finish his flying lap. Down to gear 2 there. Broke a bit early. Pierre Gasly. Going pole in his Alpha Tauri. 2 Red Bulls, 1 and 2 right now. Never mind. Ferrari. Charles Leclerc, 137 again. Can we be breaking the 137s, I wonder? We were 4 tenths off him on mediums. How are we looking on softs? I don't think we broke a 137 yet in qualifying. Oh, no, 138.4. Yeah, that's not great. Go again. It's P2, but we're 9 tenths off. See, that's the thing. We're faster than the rest. Because Ferrari, like that, you know, we're fast going Ferrari, but I want to be closing to my teammate. I want to get a 137. 2-lap 2, we will go again. I will see what we can do. Anyway, a Ferrari 1-2 is still good. You know? If we don't end up beating him, a Ferrari 1-2 is still good. Oh, we started this lap so well. We lost a lot of time there. Well, we're in the minus? Or the plus, technically, in the Delta. Right, Bottas, you're going to need to squeege out the way. Thank you, my friend. Use that slipstream. Nice exit. Kept it gear 3 that time. Normally I go down to gear 2. You can do that gear 3. 4 tenths up now.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
We need to be, what, 9 tenths up? Basically a second faster in order to get provisional pole. Right now, Verstappen is splitting the 2 Ferraris, which, again, is not what we want. That's a purple sector 2 there. I don't normally get a lot of purple sector 2s. Here in Azerbaijan, sector 3, use the straight line speed. Get ready for the DRS to be put on straight away. Hear the click. There it is. Well, shut up, I'm trying to listen. Only 3 tenths faster. That will put us P2.
That's P2.
That will put us P2, and I think...
You're currently in 2nd place.
I think that's the best I can do. Half a second off. Like, I don't know where I can find half a second, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes left. We had a purple sector 2. Sector 1... It's sector 1. He's 4 tenths quicker in sector 1. Sector 3 and 2. I don't think I can do any better. I think we'll stay there. And hopefully, we stay P2. It looks like we did.
With qualifying finished,
and we do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Ferrari 1-2 for tomorrow's race. With Max Verstappen P3, Pierre Gasly P4, Checo, Bottas, Alonso, Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, and Russell P10. This is the end of qualifying. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for the race. I've been out to you, Austin's Kid, and I'm signing up. But bye for now. Much as always, take care and peace.